Hey guys, I don't know if anybody's on here. I thought I'd jump on here because it's been a while since I've done a live, and I wanted to make sure everything's working. Lucia. Okay, so it looks like, is it just me in here? I can never tell. This is so confusing. Um, Let me actually check on I'm using two computers right now. Oh, it says two are watching. So, okay, so somebody else just came on. Hello. Um, Actually, oops, let me turn this down so I don't. Okay, so hi to whoever's watching. I'm just gonna give it a couple more minutes to see if anybody else is gonna join me, and I'm gonna start into it because it's not. Um, if people can jump in if they want, or if not, um, I guess we don't have to have a whole lot of participation for this to work. So I am back from the garden, the flower show, and I am tired. I looked at my step counter and I ended up with, now I don't know all of these are from the flower show because I also did take my dog walking this morning as I typically do, but it looked like he had done like close to 4 miles of walking at the flower show. So I am beat. I'm actually surprised I'm still awake for this. Hi, Lorraine. Nice to see you. So I had a really good time today. If you guys are still on the fence, I would definitely go to the flower show this year. And so, well, I've got four people, so I'll go ahead and start. So, for those of you who are just now joining me, I went to the Philadelphia Flower Show, which was in FDR Park again in Philly. Typically, they do, well, for the past, I don't know how many years, the flower show has been in the Philadelphia Convention Center, which is on like 13th Street, near the Reading Terminal Market. But because of COVID, they moved everything outdoors. If you guys have been watching my channel for any length of time, then you guys know that last year I did a review because that was like the first time they were doing it. There was a lot of people were complaining because I guess they felt that it didn't meet their expectations. So this year they did it outside again, which I'm really happy with because I personally enjoyed it being outside. So last year was definitely, I would say, like growing pains. I think a lot of the designers really didn't really know how to transition their exhibits from indoors to outdoors, and it kind of showed. A lot of the exhibits looked smaller just because I think they scaled them, and just the way they were presented, it was, designed for indoor viewing, and designing for outdoors is something different. So actually, let me turn on another light because I'm looking kind of dark here. Okay. Okay, hold on a second. I think that's a little better. So anyway, this year, I posted a video last night, and my speculation was that the Philadelphia Flower Show is trying to do the whole like Chelsea Flower Show type thing. The Chelsea Flower Show in England is like internationally renowned. It is always outdoors. And so I got the impression from like all the designers and stuff, because I think they ended up with they had a lot of designers. I know they said like 20 of the designers were women. Um, that's the way they seem to be going. And so I was absolutely right. That is exactly what they were doing. So I have seen some video from YouTubers on the Chelsea Flower Show. I've seen some of the pictures. And so one of the things that the Chelsea Flower Show does is that, oh, hi, Inez. One of the things the Chelsea Flower Show does is they do seem to have a lot of outdoor exhibits of kind of like, I guess, like garden designers who were doing things that I guess you would typically see in somebody's yard space. So that is exactly what they did. Um, but before I get into the gardens, first things first, the weather today was absolutely amazing. Inez, I thought, I don't know if you went today, but it was really nice. Last year when Jen and I went, I think the temperature was like either 90, it was like 95 or 97. I mean, not that the two of them really makes that much of a difference, but it was super hot. Today, I think the highest I saw on my watch that it got was 72. So it was nice and cool. I was wearing something sleeveless. It was very, it was just, and it was overcast on top of that. Were light rain showers, so I had an umbrella, but overall, it was very comfortable. It was easy to walk around. I didn't feel drained because last year I felt really drained by the time I left because of just how hot it was. It wasn't like that. As a matter of fact, I was feeling a little chilly, and I was kind of wishing that I had bought a light jacket because especially once I got a little bit wet. Um, Other things they had this year, because I guess they were prepping for a really hot weather, they had free bottle refilling stations. So I took one of my, I have like an empty just water bottle. It's one of my vintage gardener ones. It's the metal one. They had stations various points in the park where you can fill it up with water for free. I thought that was really great. Um, and then the other thing they had was a misting station. And I did see the misting station. From what I could tell, they had infused it with some herbs like lavender and that sort of thing. I didn't walk through it because, once again, it wasn't really that hot. And as a matter of fact, I was feeling chilly. And I knew if I gotten even slightly wet, I would have felt more chilly than I actually was. But I looked at the forecast. It looks like as the week progresses, there gonna may be some days that are like 90. So if you go on any of those days, I think that water misting is gonna feel absolutely wonderful. So this year they had what I would say are like 14 exhibition gardens. Some of them are right when you walked in and you have to walk across the bridge. This year, I would say that everybody understood the assignment on the of what they're supposed to do. This year, everyone scaled their designs appropriately. So they looked appropriate outside. They didn't look like they were being swallowed outside. So I did like that because they looked, in terms of look, they looked a lot. Uh, they looked they looked better. The exhibits were bigger than the ones they had last year, and the nice thing is that the majority of the main exhibits you could actually walk through. So the thing I really liked about this year, and I think this is probably one of my favorite years for the flower show, is that it was really relatable with all the designs they had there. I could see any of those designs in somebody's yard because some of them, although some of them had like a fair amount of hardscape, a little bit of hardscaping, a lot of them weren't tremendously hardscaped. It's something that if you wanted to like do it yourself, you could easily do it yourself. The other thing I noticed is that a lot of the I know, as you said, you love the outside, but back to the convention center next year. Are they doing it in the convention center next year? Or are you just hoping that they're doing it in the convention center? Because I'll be quite honest, I don't care if they never go back to the convention center, but I'll get to that in a minute. Um, the other thing that I really liked about the exhibits this year is that, um, like I said, if you wanted to do it one yourself, you could do it. The flowers that were used or things that I typically see in independent garden centers, even some of the big box stores. And even if the big box stores don't have it, you could easily find something to substitute with it. And so that to me made it, I really like that. I would say one of my biggest complaints with the way they were doing in the convention center is that, as you know, when I first started going, I felt like there was a lot of things I could see that I could see designed in the yard, but as it kept going, it kept becoming more and more show rather. And so, although you could take small snippets of what they were doing and translate it to the outdoor, most of the time you could not. But this year, like I said, those like I was taking, especially there was two gardens I really liked, and I was just taking all kinds of pictures because that's I was struggling with ideas, and that gave me a great starting point. They had like, I would say, 20 smaller vignette gardens. Some of them were, I guess you would say, were like mid-sized, and then some of them were really small. Like, for example, they had ones that were, some of the smaller vignettes, the themes were like garden gates. They had one that was front door. So basically, they had front doors and had people like do like a front door scape, which is really nice. And then they had like it was like a together space. So they had like small like outdoor rooms that basically you could just like sit in. So somebody had like a miniature walking path through the woods and that sort of thing. So I really liked it. Like I said, very relatable. So if you're looking for landscaping ideas, this is definitely the flower show that you need to see. So my favorite gardens, there was a woodland garden, and for the life of me, I cannot remember who designed it, and I can't find my show map so I can just tell you who it was. But it was like you stepped up, and it was like they had a wood chip like paths. They had a lot of native stuff like echinacea. I think I saw some meadow sage. I think I saw some gara. They had some nephofia, and in the middle of it, they had like this little pond. It was really, really nice. Um, I am planning to do a woodland garden where I think I told you guys that I was going to put a vegetable garden over there. I'm changing that. I'm putting my vegetable garden elsewhere now, and you'll see that in videos to come. I'm going to use that area for woodland garden, and that was I really liked. I was thinking of doing something similar, but it's really nice to see somebody that's farther ahead in how it turned out. So that's something I definitely want to do. The other garden that I really liked was the Men's Garden Club of Philly. They did like a kind of like a potager, like English, like it's a vegetable garden, but it's kind of more like potager. They had like wattle fencing, they had some tutors, they had roses. It was really well done. It was functional but very pretty. Um, and then let's see. It wasn't as crowded this year. I think the first day last year, I want to say that they said there was like 77,000 people. This year there was only like 25,000 they were expecting today. So a lot less crowded. We weren't bumping into anybody and that sort of thing. So I did do some shopping. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I got. I'm not going to lie, guys. I went slightly overboard. The shopping this year was good. And let's see. So I took a book bag with me. I'm going to go back because I have another free ticket, but the next time I go back, I'm going to get a cart to take with me because it'll be easier. So first things first, let's see. I went to Peonies Envy and I got 6 peonies. So I started off with 4, and she was like, "Oh, if you get 5, you get one for free." So of course I went back and got one, 2 more. So I got 2 angel cheeks. So this is like a blush pink. It's a bomb. It's the bomb. The bloom type is bomb, and so that this is the blue. It's a mid. So I guess it's not like at the beginning or middle. It's just like smack in the middle, and it's 2.5 feet tall and has a delicate fragrance and strong stem. So this is going to go in my promenade garden because, like I said, I'm doing white, blush, pink, like into deeper pinks, into red. So that's one of them. The next one is called Fawn. So this is a pink one. It says it's pink with speckles, and I think the speckles are red. So the shape of the bloom is rose class, and it's mid to late blooms, and it gets 3 feet high. And it says it's very fragrant, and it's one of a rare variety. I've never seen a fawn or herbaceous peony, so that's that one. I got 2 of those. And then, okay, the third one that I got is called Lady Alexandra Duff. This is a light pink. The bloom class is rose, and the bloom time is mid, and this one gets 3 feet tall, and this one has a delicate fragrance too. So I'm going to get all those planted this year, because even though they're probably just gonna, they're not going to do much, at least if I get some leaves on them this year, next year they should be good. I'm looking at them, I can see some pink stems, so that is good. So let me pull these out so I can get to the rest of my stuff. Okay, so I also went to Hudson, the Hudson Seed Company stall. Okay, hold on a second. Let me check the comments here. Sister, hi, loved all the pics posted on Facebook and the front door vignette, especially the teal door. Yeah, I know that teal door was really, really nice. But actually, that wasn't a smaller vignette. That was actually in, I'm trying to think, there were some bigger sections. It was in with them, because I didn't take pictures of it, but when you went past, like, there was a big, garden in front of it. And then when you went around the side, it was kind of showed you like the backyard. It was really, really nice. So I will definitely show you guys that in the video. And Inez, you bought lilies. Actually, Inez, I bought some lilies too. And the Black Thumb Gardener says, which section? Oh, with the peonies. These peonies are going to go in the promenade garden. So that's the beds flanking the driveway. So yeah, so I got 2, so 1 on each side, because I'm not trying to do mass groupings of one thing. I'm trying to get a bunch of different ones. So I have consistent blooms. The Kathleen, who's the owner of Peonies Envy, says if you get enough varieties, different types of varieties, you can have 8 weeks of bloom. So that's kind of what I'm going for. So Hudson Valley Seed Company had a deal, which is like if you got 6 seeds, you got 1 for free. So I got some Seashell Cosmos. I got Emerald Tassels Amaranth. This one is lime green one young, but it matures to a sophisticated buff tan. And it only takes 70 days for maturity. So I don't know, maybe I'll start this one. Then I got some apricot straw flower. I like straw flower, and I don't know if it's just because of how last year went. This stuff was like, first off, it was tall as all get out. And it was like taking over, like it was blooming, setting seeds, and I was pulling up like little seedlings everywhere. It was just, yeah, it was vigorous. Let's put it that way. Oh, so this one is one I wanted. It's called the Moonstone Aster. I don't have enough time to start it this year because it takes 110 days, but I had seen this one. It's definitely something I'm going to start for next year. And it looks like it's a pretty lavender. It says it's silvery lavender gray blooms with a hint of cream at the center. So I can't wait. Then I got, let's see, some Dianthus, and this is one I'll have to do for next year. This is called Velvet and Lace Dianthus. So it's fragrant and decorative with velvety burgundy black petals edged in creamy white. And they're particularly excellent in containers and rock gardens. So this one is a biennial. Great. So that means I got to wait 2 years to see blooms on that one. Okay. It's all right. Okay, so then I got a California poppy. It's a linen white. So it says soft white petals reflect a golden light, much like linens hung to dry in the sun. Its prolific blooms and nutrient-rich pollen make it a favorite of bees. So this is direct sow, very early in the chill of spring. I'm gonna winter sow this. It'll be fine. Let's see. So dates to maturity is 55 to 60. So it says that this is overpacked to seed thickly. So that means probably germination is not the best. And then I got some red noodle beans because I love noodle beans. I've tried the green ones. They're really long. They do get about like 3 feet long. So I don't 80 days. I don't know if I have time to do this year. I may start one or two just to see. I may get a really late harvest, but we'll see. Then I got some dahlias. I said I wasn't going to buy any dahlias, but I did. Okay, so the ones like I've gotten some from Hudson Sea before, and like because they're really small. Oh, actually, you know what? I see some sprouts on this one, so maybe I will get some blooms. I bought some from them a couple years ago, and like it did really barely anything. So the first one is called the Ivanetti dahlia. So this is a flawless, it says ball type dahlia with deeply plum colored, highly symmetrical globe-like blooms, grows 3 to 4 feet tall and a high yield of 3 to 4 inch blossoms on long stems. So I think that's going to be very pretty. Hang on, gotta figure out where to put these. And then let's see. I got Myrtle's Folly dahlia. And this one is a lacinated type dahlia with large, gorgeous blooms and shades of peach, mauve, and yellow. It doesn't really look like that on the thing, so I can't wait to see how this one's gonna go. And let's see. Then I got the Cornell Red Dahlia, and this is a ball dahlia. I have to say, I love ball dahlias. It's probably one of my favorite, or the ball dahlias. And so this ball type dahlia is the color of red plums, highly symmetrical in involute petals add structure to the bouquets. Once again, 3 to 4 feet tall with 3 to 4 inch blooms. So I think that's going to look nice. And then, in case you guys were wondering, each of these dahlias was, they're $4 a piece. So this is called the Marn Dahlia. So it's a ball dahlia with bright orange blossoms, supremely cheerful, one of our favorites, vigorous plants, grow up to 5 feet tall. I'm probably going to put these in the middle garden sections because that's really the only place I have space for things right now. Guess what, guys? My garden's going to get bigger next year. I got this one. It's called Myrtle's Brandy Dahlia. This is what it looks like. This is a decorative formal type dahlia with bright red bloom streaked with white. So that's that one. And then let's see. I got Colorado Classic Dahlia. And this one is a decorative informal type dahlia with broad two-tone petals that unfurl from white to bright lilac pink. Grows 4 to 5 feet tall with substantial 5-inch blooms. So that's going to be pretty. And then last but not least, I got two more. I don't know. I got the Cornell Bronze Dahlia. So it's basically it's orange and 4 feet tall, 3 to 4 inch blossoms. And then I got a Blizzard Dahlia. And actually, I think I'm going to put this one in the green with white accents because I only have one dahlia in there. So this one is decorative formal type dahlia. This it gets 5 to 6 feet tall. And 4-inch highly symmetrical blossoms. So those will be nice. And then I did get more stuff. There was this Dutch company, and they are actually from Holland because like when they texted my receipt, it was in Dutch. So I have no idea what it actually says, but oh well, right? Okay. Oh, actually, before I get that, I forgot. There's this place that sells like French tapestry, like tablecloths and everything. So I got a runner, and this is what it looks like. It's going to go on my dining room table. I love French. Table linens. It's just a me thing. That place is called La Cigale. They're from Mount Gretna, PA. And so last but not least, and you know what? They didn't even, I forgot to take a picture of what they looked like. I got some double lilies. I thought this year Maple Crest Lilies was going to be there, and maybe I just missed it. But when I go back, I'll check them out. So I got some double lilies. Now I think this one's, I want to say this one's called Magic Star. It kind of reminds you of like Stargazer, but it's a double lily. So they had a deal. It was like 7 for, I can't remember how much it was if you got 7. I did 17 for 40. So that's like $2 and change per tuber. So as you can see, they're already starting to sprout. So I'm just going to go ahead and plant all these now. And because I want, even though it's going to send up one stalk this year, I want them in the ground now because next year they'll continue to put out stalks and they'll be nice and big. So let me check. I think that's all I got. Yeah, guys, that's all I got. I had my book bag stuffed with stuff. Oh, you know what? I found my thing. So let me tell you what was the name of that one exhibit that I really, really liked. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, you know what? I don't think. Guys, I'll have to find it because I can't remember what number it was now. Shoot. Maybe it was the Anne Marie Powell Garden. I'll look it up and then I'll post it when I actually, well, you'll see when I actually do the videos. But yes, so they had, this is what kind of the map looks like. So you enter here and there's garden, and you walk through here and there was all these gardens here. And then there's smaller displays and competitive classes and then shopping, food, shopping, lots of shopping. So I'm going to see if, let's see, did Maple Crest Lilies come back? You know what? I don't see their names on here and everything is alphabetical. So, oh no, they did come back. Oh crap, I missed that. Where's the 108? Oh, wow. Okay, so like I said, I have a free ticket. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna take my dad for Father's Day, and so I will make sure I get some of the rose lilies because I love the rose lilies. And Lorraine T says, "Now I know why your garden is so beautiful." You know something, Lorraine? See, you know what? People ask me, "Oh, how many garden? Like, where do you get your flowers from?" You have no idea how many garden centers I go to. I'm not even going to tell you because it's embarrassing. And the thing is, like, especially back before COVID, and I would be doing a lot of traveling from work. If I was on my way to a deposition and I saw a nice garden center, I would stop on the way back. So I was just getting stuff random. So easily, I would say I would go to probably between at least 15 to 20 garden centers per season. It could be more. I ain't gonna lie. It could be more. So yeah, but that's the only way to do it. And then of course now because I'm growing stuff from seeds, I'm also getting more unusual stuff. So it's an obsession. Okay. So yes, I did. I had quite a gardening haul. Says I think that's all I got. Well, yeah, the peonies may take a couple years to bloom, but those lilies that I showed you, those will bloom this season, and the dahlias that I showed you, those will definitely bloom this season. And let's see, I may actually this year, because I haven't grown cosmos in a while, I might try the cosmos and the amaranth now. So those you may actually see this year. So yeah. I keep feeling like I'm missing something, but oh, Annie, yes, honey, you're seeing. I went to Lowe's. You went. Oh, listen. There have been some times that I have gone to Lowe's more than twice, and sometimes I might go to more than one Lowe's in a single day. So I'm just letting you know. So there is nothing to be ashamed about because sometimes you have to do that because Lowe's actually has different selection depending upon the store, because like the one that's nearest me, Mount Holly, I don't know what it is about with that one. I guess it's just because of this area. People are hardcore into gardening. They have the most selection with plants. Some of the other ones, now they have less selection, but they do have things that are different because it's really depending upon what the people in that area want. And apparently, the people who were in my area just want it all because there's just it's absolutely insane. Let's see. You're What do you mean Inez says I'm too old to buy $60 worth of lilies? No, you're not. Who told you you were too old to buy $60 worth of lilies? Well, first off, where did you get your lilies from at the flower show? Was it Maple Crest? Listen, at the end of the day, if it makes you happy, then you should buy however many lilies you want. And when I go back, because I'm planning on going the last day, with the exception of Peonies Envy, the other vendors like they start slashing their prices, and those people from Holland, I'm pretty sure they slashed their prices. So I'm gonna go back because they had pineapple lilies, which I've never grown before. And so I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna clean up. I'm just letting you know. So if you want their products, I would strongly recommend that you get there before I do. Oh man. Inez, do you have an auger, Inez? Because if you have an auger, it's gonna go really easy if you have an auger. It makes such a big difference. Lorraine, I'm glad I'm cracking you up, girl, because you know that's what I like to do. So, I bought all the stuff. You would think from all the stuff that I bought, like I don't have additional stuff. Like I'm not even going to show you the side of my house right now because it's looking like a garden center out there. I still haven't gotten that stuff in the ground yet. And so, yeah, I want to see the plant haul. Which, oh, you mean the one that I just did, Annie, or Oh, yes, Inez, I'm glad you bought the auger, and I'm glad I reminded you. Yeah, don't try to dig that stuff yourself. But Inez, how many lily plants did you get though? Um, so Annie, I'm not sure where you came in, but I bought 6 peonies. One is a light pink, one is a deeper pink with speckles, and one is a blush. So those are going in the promenade garden. That's the beds lining my driveway. And then I got some dahlias I'm going to put in the middle garden section. I'm just going to listen. At this point, if they just have to get in the ground, like I have no idea how I'm going to squeeze them in. I'm just going to squeeze them in. I mean, thankfully they're small. And then I got some seeds, and of all the seeds I got, I'm probably going to try the Emerald Tassels Amaranth and the Seashells Cosmos. I have some other amaranth because I hope I didn't use all those seeds because I did not have the best success with some of them. And that's a me thing. I'm pretty sure I have seeds, but I'm going to check because I need to get those started because it only takes 70 days. So we're in beginning of June. So yeah, I'll probably get like a September blossoms, but that's fine because that'll be nice for fall. Oh, you didn't see the peonies? Okay, well, I'm almost finished this video. So once it's going to be posted, so you can go back and watch it because I showed all the pictures of what I got and I kind of went over it with them. So anyway, for those of you guys who are not sure if you want to go to the Philadelphia Flower Show this year, you definitely want to go to the Philadelphia Flower Show, especially if you are trying to redesign or design in a garden space. They have, all of the gardens that are in what they refer to. Hang on, guys, I'm trying to get the thing. All of the gardens that are in this big section right here, and even ones right there, all of them are something easily you could do at home. A lot of them didn't have a lot of hardscaping. It's really a lot. I was surprised at how DIY some of the stuff really was. And Yeah, and a lot of the plants like echinacea and gaura and that's what there's a lot of plants in there that you can find at your local garden center. So the reason I like for it to stay outside, I they did it last year. I'm imagining they're going to do it again this year, but because I'm a member of the PHS, which is the group that puts on the flower show, I know last year they did a flower giveaway, and it was like I guess when they disassembled, I guess the exhibits, there was a members giveaway. So I got some pretty stuff last year, and I was really happy about that. So I'm hoping that that happens again because I was like looking around, going, "Oh, I hope there's a giveaway because I'm liking everything I see right now." I'm so bad. Okay, let's see. Sisters Touch, Francine Seaman says, love Lowe's too. Go whenever I visit my daughter in Maryland. Although we're in the same zone, they have soil conditioner, compost, leaf grow. I can't find on here on Long Island. Oh, that's too bad. Lorraine, yes, yes, I did get the map at the entrance, and quite frankly, they had them all over the place. There was the people with, I think it was the people with the pink shirts on. They have the maps, and they did have like billboard maps, but this year I'm not sure what it was. This year I felt like I got turned around a lot, especially when I was trying to see where all the shops were. There was a couple of times like this. One of the volunteers actually stopped me because she was like, "Do you know what you're looking for?" Because I literally walked in a circle because I was like, "Oh, I don't think I went down here," and I had yes. So I'm not really sure why it felt that way this year, but I definitely got turned around a couple of times. So, but then again, I don't have the best sense of direction to begin with, so that's that. So anyway, guys, that is it for this live. If unless anybody has more questions, last call for questions about the flower show. And then I'm going to end this. I definitely feel so there's another thing with pricing of the tickets. So there's different types of pricing. If you get a date and time specific one, it's $50. If you get just basically any time ticket, that's 45. I believe AAA offers discounts. If you go to places like Acme, you will be able to get flower show tickets for a little bit less. In my opinion, I think because they're doing it outside and it's a much bigger space and they had just a lot more, I really feel that the tickets are, $45 is appropriate. I'll be quite honest, when I was paying that in the convention center, it just wasn't big enough. And I was like, that's kind of steep. But I was there because I got there at 10 o'clock. It's just kind of when they opened, and I left at like 3. So I felt for the amount of time I spent there, I felt that $45 was an appropriate price. And guess what, guys? The Chelsea Flower Show in England, it's $80 ticket. So we have nothing to complain about. So, um, what's my favorite garden show? Black Thumb Gardener, when you say my favorite garden show, are you talking about flower shows? Like you mean like because the only one I've ever been to is the Philadelphia Flower Show. But when you say, are you talking about TV gardening shows or YouTube gardening shows? I'm not really sure what the question. If you could just give me a little bit of clarification. Oh, flower show. The only one I'm trying to think. I've only ever been to the Philadelphia Flower Show. I know that there's a New Jersey flower show that's in like the north part of New Jersey. But when I looked at it and looked at the vendors and stuff, it was really small, and it seemed to be more vendors than exhibits. And given the fact that for me, that would have been an almost 2-hour trip, I just did not think it was I didn't think it was worth going to. One day I really do want to go to England so I can go to the Chelsea Flower Show because I feel like as a gardener that's like should be on your bucket list. But yeah, no, the only one I've been to is Philadelphia Flower Show. If I don't know that Delaware has them. I feel like the other ones are a substantial distance away. because I feel like there may be one in Cleveland. And yeah, but but that would be like involve a you know a airplane. Yeah, that's the thing, airplane trip. So so it has to be, killing it. But like I said, Chelsea Flower Show is definitely on my bucket list. So anyway, guys, thank you for joining me for live. I don't usually do these. I don't know if I'll do them in future. I do. I am going to do another live podcast because I want to do a gardening Q&A, troubleshooting, and I forgot to schedule that. So I will get that scheduled and I'll put it on Instagram so you guys can call in with questions or just to chat about gardening stuff. So guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys in the next video.